Jace, good evening. Give me a second. Give me a moment here. It's actually fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let me get my water. Absolutely, that would be smart. That would be smart. Okay. All right, we're live there. That's all good. Sullivan, my friend. Here we are again. Let me actually see, Sullivan, if I could give you access to Grafana and how would that work. Actually, I don't know if I can. Let me see. I'm just gonna do this on the off. Just gonna do this on the other screen. Little Leon. Hey, my best dude. Administration. Give me. I just have to do something on off screen. Shit. So Sullivan, you'll have to send me your IP on LinkedIn so I can whitelist you on Cloudflare so you can actually access Grafana. So if you're willing to do that, let me know. Just send me a message on LinkedIn and I'll invite you, right? Because I got your email, I believe. Yeah, when was it? Yesterday. Abo, good evening, buddy. Life is really good. Been with my kid whole day. My wife worked today. So I took care of my son the whole day. So we spent most of the day outside. No worries. Okay, good. As soon as you send it, I'll do it because it's behind the Cloudflare firewall, right? So yeah, it wouldn't work now. Life is good. Just spent the time with my son. And my wife just came from work. I just said hi and then I jumped here. I fixed some security issues that Sullivan's reported, some pretty critical ones. And thank you again, Sullivan. Now, if I may say in person for that, very useful ones. My son is 4 years old. He turned 4 this month. He is 4. And yeah, of course I don't mind. Of course I don't mind. Okay, let's make sure that everything is set up here. Yeah, it is. Okay, beautiful. All right, cool. Cool, very cool. So what are we actually gonna do today? Well, actually, I need to think about what I feel like doing today. We did some pretty cool stuff last night, and I'm actually very happy about that. We got some security A grade score, actually more specifically, not rocket science, not... but yeah, we kind of added all of those security headers last night, and we learned some stuff. And I think API has all the necessary stuff as well, even though some of this actually is irrelevant when it comes to the API. But I think security-wise, from now, it would be actually, besides having Sullivan to help with security, I think it would be super actually good to... Fuck, I actually wonder if my CTO knows those guys. Maybe we could get this for free. I'll ask Ole, my CTO, if he knows those guys. Maybe he can reach out to them and maybe we can get this for free. Because it's actually pretty expensive for us at this stage. But it would be nice next to Sullivan to get a tool like this. Yeah, it's just that this is too much for us now. It's pretty expensive actually. Probably, but why does this ring a bell to me? Give me a second. Vince, my friend, good evening. Why do I know this company? Where did I spoke to someone somewhere about this. Did I maybe meet some of them somewhere? No, it doesn't seem so. They're in Portugal and I've never been there. Okay, I don't know how I know about them, but I somehow do, right? But yeah, it would be wait, probably alternatives. Let me just see before we... Free and open source solutions available. Sullivan, that's music to my ears, man. Would you be kind to share some? just so I have something also relative to your help that I can run things against. Wiz. All right, but okay, Sullivan can answer that to me. So basically what we're going to be doing today, right? So we're not going to be going back to courses just yet. We're probably going to go to courses soon, but we're going to be actually doing today. Let me grab a... So what we're going to be doing today is actually that sitemap stuff that somebody mentioned last night. I actually been thinking overnight a little bit about it. I had to sleep over it, but basically what we want to do today is generate a sitemap of articles of users and articles, right? So this is our task, right, today. Now, how do I pull out? Give me one moment here. So settings, appearance, plugins, edit diagram, configuration, draft, spell checker, nah. Where was that crap? I don't know. Layers, I think. Layers, yeah. No, not layers. Give me a second. Tags, layers for format, yeah. So let's actually not do any of that, but instead let's do something like style. Yeah, I don't actually know. Yeah. No. All right. Never mind. I wanted to do something else, but it doesn't really like it, or maybe. All right, let's keep it like that, right? What's up? What server you use? I'm hosting stuff myself on Hetzner, right? I have the whole infrastructure is done by me. So we want to do this today, right? So what does this mean? Let's define what we want to do, and then we do this today, right? So basically, let me drop my random thoughts down. So we know that we'll need to query the entire database for all users and articles every nth interval and generate some file, right? So this is kind of what we will, right? So we'll need to query the entire database for all users and articles every nth interval, and yeah, and generate some file, right? So let's so what do we have? So generate file. Where? So generate file, that's easy, right? So generate a file. Where do we store a file? API, client, right? Okay. What I'm... I mean, I can do that already. I can already do that, Abba, right? But for sure, I mean, moderation and stuff like that is gonna come. I am aware, highly aware of the importance of that, right? It's just, it doesn't really provide any value now, right? Why doesn't provide any value now? If you wonder, well, because there's barely any content on the platform right now, right? So I think once we get some content there, sure, absolutely. I mean, Sullivan, I more mean for today, we need to query the whole thing because we never generated. Well, there are several reasons, right? It's a good question. First of all, let's imagine that users, for instance, change the titles also, right? So there are two reasons. First, we never did it, so we need to query all of this stuff now. I agree with you 100%. And also we'll need to figure out, like, how do we deal with titles being changed? Do we generate a new link with a 301 or 302 to the previous one, right? Redirect. So I mean, this seems like a simple thing, and it is, but then it boils a question, right? What if people change the title, right? Well, you get what I mean. So that's why it's like you can see there's always, that's the problem with every feature, regardless of how simple it sounds. is that there's always those edge cases, and they're the hardest thing to figure out, not in a technical sense, but rather from a feature perspective. It's like, okay, well, what if somebody changes the title of the article? What a user changes their username, right? Well, right now that's not possible in the platform, but that's right. And then suddenly you have edge cases to cover, right? So do we still, because if we would do strictly what you said, then we would not actually then regenerate stuff for somebody who might have actually changed the title or something, right? So for this system to truly work, especially in the way that you said, which is what I agree, right? Exactly. So that's exactly what I was about to say, right? So we have to, we'll have to match some dates, whatever, right? But let's see. Let's start simple. So we want to generate a file, right? Where do we want to store a file, right? So where do we generally store this? So generating exactly. Because again, there's barely anything now, right? So performance is not even remotely something on my mind, because there's barely any content on the platform, right? And we're going to be agile here, and we're going to be smart. We're not going to optimize for 7 billion articles as always until we have 100 at least, right? All right, so let's go to ChatGPT and let's kind of do an initial research, right? Just so we can kind of start coding and save us some time. Why is this crap not showing me options? Chat open. Oh wow, okay. Why can't I initiate? Okay, so like to generate a site map for my React site. I'm using Postgres SQLize.js with Fastify.js. When we query the actual database, we want to create a sitemap of users and articles. Where do we actually store the file and where do we serve it? Should the API just have a static server that serves a file, or should the XML file somehow be part of the client-side code? Leo, good evening, buddy. Bushman, good evening, buddy. Good evening, guys. Always good to see you. We're just starting the sitemap feature now. I just want to do that quickly because I think Bushman mentioned this, and I think we should not wait. I think we should start generating some SEO and some, or making that better, So let's do some. Let's just yeah. My initial thought was to create a microservice only that does this, but then I realized this is gonna run maybe once a day or something, right? It's not gonna be purely dynamic, no. It's gonna be dynamic, yes. It's gonna be semi-dynamic, yes. We're gonna generate that every, I don't know, 24 hours, every 12 hours, right? So no, it's not gonna be dynamic. That would be way too expensive, right? Okay, let me read. So considering it's scraped on a very low frequent cron, it's how we do it. Okay, I mean, all right, so let's actually do, okay, I agree. So let's do it like this, right? So let's do it how Accord is suggesting. And then we have Grafana and Prometheus and stuff. We can actually monitor if this creates performance issues, right? I do think whatsoever that generating a file every nth interval is way more efficient, regardless of how often it happens that the crawlers ask for this file, right? Because the thing is, think about it this way, like, no matter of the frequency that the users write articles in our platform, that frequency is gonna always be low, because most people don't write, let's say, technical articles, right? So, in a way, like, I think the main reason why I think it's smart to generate a file every, I don't know, X hours is simply because for the most part, sitemap is almost going to be identical, especially because with the low frequency now, this platform is in alpha, it's a side project, so this is not Google, right, or something. So yeah, but I think on the opposite spectrum of that, you know, we can, if we want to generate it dynamically, we can finish this task in 20 minutes, right? So it's really more about, you know, picking a trade-off. But I do still think, no matter what you say, that absolutely generating a file, because we don't have to keep the data up to date, right? And that's what I'm also talking about. Then maybe we're talking about the same thing. Yes. Then we're talking about the same thing. Yes. I just don't think that we should generate a new sitemap every time a sitemap is requested, right? Because that's a massive overkill, right? Because again, keep in mind, I don't care if the data is always one-to-one up to date with the database. It doesn't have to be, right? We could also use the cache, true, right? We could also cache, yeah. I also agree with that. I think we could use Redis cache, for example. We are using Redis anyway, and Redis is incredibly fast, right? So as long as we don't, you know, to put it this way, right? If we ever get to the point of having bottlenecks of this project, we know it's going to be Postgres, right? So we will have to scale the Postgres. It's not going to be the API, because we can scale our API in any way we want. I don't know how we're going to submit it. That's good. Okay, let's start somewhere, right? So are there any packages that I could install to help me generate a sitemap proper format easier? Let's see. Let's start, right? We're using Redis, right? So if we're gonna use cache, we're gonna use Redis for sure, right? I'm not gonna be introducing any other caching utility, because that's a massive waste of time. Redis is all we need, and we can we can do it whatever we want, right? Yeah, but we're not using Python. This project is not written in Python. This is nodejs, this is Fastify, not Fast API. I think maybe you thought that we're using Fast API, right? I think that's what you thought, right? Shit. I think you thought we're using this, but no, we're using this. Yeah, Fast API is amazing, actually. If I was writing Python, right, I would 100% use Fast API. It's actually, I mean, I'm not a fan of Python, right? I'm not a fan of Python, right? But if I was, when I worked at DTU, at Danish Technical University, I worked there as a team lead. We had to write Python because we had a lot of data science related projects, and I was using this thing, and it was pretty nice. It's absolutely worth it, Bushman. I've been paying ChatGPT since day one, and I would probably pay $100 a month if I had to, right? So, I mean, yes, it's definitely worth it. Thank you very much for the follow, guys. Appreciate it. Where is my shit? Oh, okay, here. Okay. No, I'm not using Express, man. Give me a moment. Got your IP, Sullivan. I just saw it on my phone. All right, let's see what this guy suggests. So this is what I suggest that we do, right? So bear with me, right? So this is what I suggest we do. We're going to create some metadata table, right? We're going to create some metadata table. I don't know what we should call it, but let's call it metadata for now, right? In there, we can have a field called sitemap last generated at, right? Super simple, just a super simple table, right? And we can use this for the future, right? Then we have a simple controller that delivers this sitemap, right? And it can serve a file, right? It can actually serve a file, right? Let me just think this through. Maybe I'm right. Then we can have a simple statement in there and say, okay, there's a request coming in on /sitemap XML. Check when was the sitemap last generated. If less than 24 hours, generate and deliver. Otherwise, deliver, right? Let me see if this is a stupid idea. The only reason why I think it's a bit shitty is that it might take a while if you fall into this generate it again statement, right? It might take a few seconds even to generate this, right? So I'm not quite sure about that, right? But this is definitely one of the possibilities, right? I have my own infrastructure on Hetzner. I've done all infrastructure manually. Well, I don't think, yeah, I'm not actually sure. My brain is not there yet, Sullivan, right? Hetzner is amazing, absolutely. I can show you the whole infrastructure later if you're still around. I'm not yet with my brain on that end, but let's imagine that it doesn't matter, Sullivan. That's a technical detail. Or let's imagine there we use a cache from that, right? Sure, right? We have many ways to do this. We can use, I'm using Cloudflare, so we can use a serverless function for this. We can do this in various ways, right? It's just I don't want to do that now, because then I would need to expose some IPs on several layers of security in the firewall, so serverless function could access my Postgres and shit like that, and I don't want to go there, right? So that's why I don't want to think in a microservice type of manner right now, because it's not a problem to write this as a micro something function, serverless function. It's more about then me exposing that, giving access to that service to my inner network, because my network is very close, right? On different layers of security, on a layer 2 security, on a system level firewall security, on a reverse proxy, on all levels, right? So it's kind of Cloudflare has the workers and functions as well, right? Closed programmer network. So they call it functions, but Bushman. So when it comes to Cloudflare pages, they call it functions. When it comes to anything else, it's called Cloudflare workers. Yes, correct. Okay, but I agree. Let's do it like this, right? So it doesn't really matter, right? We're gonna all right, well, let's start somewhere, right? So let's go to ChatGPT suggestions, and let's start there. So let's see what this is. Apologies for confusion. Here's how you might set my package for secretary and set for your articles and users. All right, let's go and check this out. What is this? Let's not install some modules which might be shitty or might not. 632,000 downloads, high-level streaming sitemap generating libraries that makes creating a sitemap. What is a sitemap? Okay. Thank you everybody for your follows. Very much appreciated. Okay, so this honestly looks reasonable, right? So it's using stream, so I like that. That's good. Where the hell was I? Over here, right? So okay, so let's just start simple, right? So let's yeah, let's start somewhere, right? So let's go to our API. Let's go to do I have some common or some, yeah, utils maybe, get metadata. Yeah, let's actually write it here. Yeah, so I have some CSRFI token generation scraper that I wrote. So let's kind of yeah, let's come here and say, let's create a new one. Let's say const generate sitemap. And we're gonna save this bullshit. We'll remove a bunch of this stuff. I don't actually know where is it. Actually, no, that's a pretty shitty copy paste. Let's copy paste better. I can't add any experience. I'm gonna take a look at that. It might be messed up. Sitemap stream. Okay. No, I haven't disabled it. No. The Copilot is amazing, actually. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I agree, right? I think we're all on the same page, without a doubt, right? There's no question about that. I think we are from second one on the same page, right? That's how we started the stream, with me saying, hey, I want to generate a file every 24 hours, right? So 100%. 100%. I just always kind of like to listen to what you guys say as well, because yeah, it's reasonable, right? Where's this coming from? Stream to promise. That's super strange. Stream to promise. I'm not really worried about any of that right now. Like, I don't care if I'm batching or not, whatever. Right now, right, that's how I build features in general. I want to make sure we build this, we generate it, and then we optimize it, right? Again, right now, I just want to kind of make sure it not just generate a file. I'm sure we're going to do that in a couple of minutes from now. We just want to make sure then we can submit that file to Google and etc., right? So there's some other unknowns that I have that, right? Exactly. So I'm not worried about, you know, All right. Right, cool. Stream to promise. Yeah, save that crap. And yeah, we can actually import the stream to promise that was suggested by Sullivan. And buffer here. Well, we'll see about that, right? We're gonna get so hopefully soon to the point. Okay, and then yeah. So essentially, next thing we need is we need I see. Okay. Shit. Actually, it's lowercase. That's a bit strange, I know. Like something like that. Something like that. Cool. And then let's get over here. And then let's just say slash sitemap XML, I guess. But no, that's what it's a known. We'll see about that, right? And then let's tags utils response to 100. Fuck, what's gonna be a response for this is God freaking knows. So let's just say here false for now. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have this endpoint at all, actually. Good evening, Jack. Well, not in this shape, right? We'll see. There are many unknowns, right? And you'll see what I mean by that, right? I don't think we'll be having this endpoint, right, at all, because our sitemap is going to be delivered by Cloudflare, not by my API, right? So this code base is just going to generate it somehow, and then, yeah, we'll see. We'll see in a moment, right? Let's. I'm originally from the Balkans, from Serbia, but I live in Scandinavia for around 11 or 12 years. I live in Copenhagen, Denmark. So 1/3 of my life I'm actually not home. And then this is going to be generate sitemap again, and I just want to use this to actually test stuff. I don't think we're gonna. Your accent is okay. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. All right, and if we go back here, right? Let's see, reply. And what did we use the request? Did we actually use the request here for anything? No. And then we send the file. Okay, I see. And then we say request reply, say reply here. I'm hosting everything on Hetzner. Everything is hosted on my own server, bare metal on Hetzner. Okay, so yeah, so technically let's see what would happen if we call this. Of course, this is gonna fail now somewhere. Let's actually go to our Swagger. Let's open up our Swagger, right? Why does it always open on the wrong screen? Is beyond me, man. If I go to utils, so here's the sitemap, right? Now, so what is it? V1 utils sitemap. Okay, let's go here. Let's go to collections. Let's create a new collection called utils. And let's create a new request that goes to, let me actually copy one of those existing ones because I don't remember the host name and stuff. So let's go to utils. Let's say new requests, get sitemap. It's gonna be API v1 utils sitemap or something like that, right? Okay, sure. No such file or directory is public sitemap XML, right? Yeah, I know that it's gonna fail. I know that it's gonna fail. Yeah, don't worry. It's just I'm just setting things up slowly, right? It doesn't really matter, right? I don't think that this actually matters at all. This is just localhost stuff, right? Network. Create write streams, so that's now questionable, right? And this obviously is not gonna work. So all right, let's see kind of what's failing now, right? So if we go down here, we hit this, and then it fails like no such file or directory, public sitemap XML, right? Fine, okay. So let's just say here ./sitemap, and let's see if it can create it on its own. So bam, reply send file is not a function. Fair enough. How do we send file in actual Fastify? Or did we forget? Maybe we have to install some Does the Fastify come with like a static server? Ah, no, it doesn't, right? This is what we forgot to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this, right? So let's go to our API again. Let's go to setup plugins, and let's scroll somewhere up. We're gonna do this somewhere around here. Let's say something like this. Let's say app. Let's wait for this. Let's import the path. That's actually funny. Doesn't want to do it. Well, okay. Let's just say import path from path. Let's go down here. Do we actually have to install this, I wonder? Or is this built in? I think we do actually have to install their static server, right? Let's get over here, Fastify static. Yeah, we do have to install it, yes. So let's do that quickly. PMI, Fastify static. Yeah. And let's get over here, import static. No, I don't have those fancy things set up on Twitch, right? I need to send you the link. I'm just playing random music, right? Ah, it's a reserved keyword. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Let's say it static server. Oh, wow, really? Are you kidding me, man? I probably rename. Yeah, this is why, right? For some reason it did what it did. Okay, good. Now, yeah, obviously their name isn't. So how was the dir name in fast? Like this is a nodejs root path join. No, not really. No, what was the dir name in? Thank you for your follows, fellas. Okay. Fuck my life. What would be the dir name in this context, right? Because we are in a different context here. We are with shit. How fast could I make a website over the summer? I'm a second year here. How could you make it? Yeah, that's a good question. What type of website? True. Yeah, we could try current working directory. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, we could try that, right? Let's actually print it first. Where are we? Yeah. Let's pwd. Try C. Yeah. Is it a function? Yeah, but this is not like a dir name, right? This is not a dir name. This is not what I want, right? Dir name is the file that you are in, or the file that you are executing that line from. So it would give you the relative path to that, right? This is giving us the, yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay. I actually have a video on YouTube on my terminal. I can actually share it with you. Give me 2 seconds. I've actually recorded a video on this recently. Here it is. I think this is there you go. My pleasure. Yeah, actually, we could do that, right? I mean, but then we can use path resolve as well, right? You can see that it's doing the same shit, right? But we can do that, yeah. So let's say process.cwd, right? And let's make that a template literal, right? And then we're gonna just say, yeah, whatever, right? And then public, right? Let's print that, make sure that it's good, and then we're gonna... Yeah, exactly, right? So we could indeed do something like this, right? Or actually, yeah, like you said, yeah. So process CWD, yeah. So that should work, right? Yeah, this is my own extension failing. Fastify enforce. This is our own extension that we wrote in one of the streams failing, but for which path is it failing though? Prefix, what the fuck is this, man? Fastify enforce schema. Oh yeah, so it is failing for this, right? Okay, I see. So where's my excludes? All right, that fixes it. Nice, cool. Root paths public API must exist. Okay, let's create a public directory here. Alex, could you tell me what to read or where to go in order to learn how to structure my components better in the app as a whole? I found myself lost when I messed with the CSS. Honestly, I think, okay, I mean, I will share some resources with you now, but I think the best way to actually learn that is to continue doing what you're doing. I think the most easiest way to learn good ways is to fall under bad ways, right? You cannot, that's the problem, right? It's like trying to find an ideal partner. Until you have met a shitty person, it's very hard to know the good person from the shitty one, right? So it's the same with patterns, right? In order to truly internalize patterns and learn them, you truly need to fall into the trap of just shitty code and then have a will to make it better, right? So, I think the easiest way for you to move further is ask yourself, hey, what is it that I actually don't like about my structure, right? So try to ask yourself, okay, hey, I have this file structure, for example, what it is that's confusing, like what is unclear, what is it that you would like to improve, and then search a pattern for that, right? The thing is, it's very hard, again, as I said many times in this stream, to give you a book and say, learn patterns, right? Because that's almost like somebody sits and tells you, learn tools, right? Like learn random tools. You buy a book with hammers, jigsaws, screwdrivers, I don't know, vacuum cleaners, and somebody tells you, hey, learn tools, right? Well, which tools? Why the fuck would I learn what the screwdriver is, right? Unless I need to actually do something to some screw, right? Or why would I learn to use a hammer if I don't have a nail to hit, right? So it's the same here, right? The easiest way for you to move forward is to identify those pains, and it's good that you're having the pains. That means that you're developing slowly a rationale around your code, right? You're kind of seeing that it can be better, right? So that's the first step always. And then when you feel like that, then you want to say, okay, well, then you probably want to go is, what is the way to structure files in a project like this, right? What your friend told you is just piece of shit information, right? So don't listen to that. Your friend is probably as junior as yourself, and don't do that. That's not how you learn. You don't abandon things when you want to learn, right? You don't become better at dating by just giving up on relationship when you face a first problem, right? You know how the quote says, the smooth seas do not make a sailor, right? So if you would sail non-stop on a calm water, your sailing skills would suck ass for the rest of your life, right? So yeah, just keep on going. And some resources I think that I can give you is, what can I give you? Give me a second. What was that shit that I share with you guys always? Yeah. So this is probably a great resource that I can give you, and the best one because it's free. Exactly. Well, don't be a little bitch, right? I mean, I love you, you know me by now, not to get offended by it, maybe, like, you know what I mean. Just move on, man, learn, don't complain. You're moving forward, obviously, and sometimes you're gonna move forward in a tiny steps, sometimes they're gonna be huge, but as long as you're moving forward, that's all that matters, right? So just keep on hacking, keep on rocking, right? There's no shortcut to good patterns. There's no shortcut to hitting the forehand or backhand or slice or overhead overnight. It's a matter of just practice, right? So just there's no shortcut. There's no book, course, stream that's gonna make you do that. You have to get to that, right? Right. Exactly, Jenny. Exactly. 100%. Exactly. So throw yourself into the problem and solve the problem. Don't run away from the problem. If you run away from the problem and start a new one, then, this is not some shitty philosophy. It's actually very true. I'm not saying this out of my ass. Trust me. It's true. All right. Okay, that's actually super strange. Why are we not seeing this shit now? I mean, the key, one thing that's very important here to mention, right? Just so you don't overthink things. Patterns as a word or as a concept aren't some majestic things that solve all of your problems, right? When you word pattern is just something that we, as a community of programmers, realized over time that works, and then we gave it a name. So you know, we did this thing this many times, hence it seems to be working, so let's give it name, right? So it's not that patterns are this majestic thing that you wave with and they just solve your problems. Pattern is just something that we established as a community that it works for specific things, and that's it. Okay, why the hell is this returning 404? What the hell is going on? It shouldn't. API v1 utils sitemap. Ah, did I copy the wrong shit? Yeah, no. Exactly. Pretty much what Bushman said, yes. Localhost 3000 API v1 utils sitemap route get API v1 utils. That's super strange. Why is it? So actually it is returning 404. Man, what the hell is happening? Why is this returning 404, dude? Are you kidding me? Sitemap. Oh shit, maybe we don't have this router. No, we do have the router defined. What the hell? Routes, utils. Yeah, here's the API v1 utils. Generate sitemap, yeah. Generate sitemap, yes. Router. Sitemap. MX Haib, thank you very much for the sub on YouTube. Thank you, man. Do we have a typo or something? Do we have a typo of some sort? Get slash sitemap utils generate sitemap. So all good. Are you kidding me, bro? This makes no sense. Why, what, like, what, man, fucking chat, man, I get so, wait a minute, generate sitemap. Why am I reading this crap, man? You try turning the content off again. That's a good one, yeah. That's a good one. Wait a minute, Thunder clients. Yeah, it is utils, right? Am I not wrong? What the hell, man? What's happening? Oh. Well, no. Are you fucking kidding me, man? We had a space. No. No, but it's not about space. But no. That was a different thing, right? Yeah, but it's not about that. I did. So it's actually no. So as we can see, right? It's something fucked up inside here that messes it up, right? Something here is messed up. But why does it then return 404? It doesn't make sense, right? I mean, shit. Something from within. Yeah, no. I think, wait a minute. I think it's returning. I think this actually does get executed, but it's returning 404, right? So that's why it's not that we are getting 404 in the sense that I think so, at least. Let's see. I think this is why, right? Let's take a look. At least that's what I fucking think that is happening. But I think it's not actually, so something here. I think maybe is it this? Wait. No, it's not a race condition. I don't think so, no. So we pipe this shit here. Dude, how can this shit fail every fucking time is beyond me, man. Literally. Okay, let's see how is it. I mean, we literally copy pasted this from ChatGPT, so let's see what's happening, right? Okay. Useless fucking comments, man. Yeah. No, I mean we do get here, right? But let's see what's happening. So indeed, it's maybe some of those. Let's actually also go to, maybe I'm just shitty even at copy pasting code. Maybe I'm even there. I'm just bad. Let's see. It is. Okay, let's see. So yeah, we'll rewrite some of this stuff when it works, right? So let's not worry about like built-in JavaScript methods and stuff. We'll prettify that. Let's just see here what's happening, right? So So we are in fact querying shit, right? So there's no question about that. And actually we are generating some sitemap, right? Yeah, we actually are. Programmer network articles. Can we actually format this bullshit somehow? Format document. Is there some XML formatter? Yeah, let's do that. Never thought that I'm gonna have to work with XML again in my life, but life always surprises you in various ways. Okay, so we can see that we are in fact, yeah, okay, good. So it does work. It just prematurely, so it was a race condition, right? As somebody pointed out, right? In a way, right? Well, yeah, whatever. So let's fix that up a bit. So we're not gonna be article ID. So let's, yeah, let's go ahead somewhere over here, right? And instead of that, let's say article.slug. And also let's say article.slug, right? Beautiful. So let's hit this again, and then let's kind of open our public directory again. Let's save that. And yeah, that's what it does, right? Is there anything, because probably many of you know, many of you know better about XML in its sitemaps than me. Is there any other? Fuck, actually no, that's not true. I'm probably way smarter than you guys anyway, right? Everybody agrees with that clearly. But I actually, if I pull some shit out of my memory, I think, oh my god. Right. Useful, complex, man. I was mentioning you 2-3 days ago. Where the hell were you, bro? Where the hell were you, man? Always love you, man. Complex was one of my first viewers. I think maybe arguably the first. Pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. Can I choose like some fields, which fields I want? Like how do we... Yeah, complex has been here for long. So, wait a minute, where is this crap? Thank you very much, Thomas. What is this change frequency? What is change frequency? Like how often does this shit changes? Is that it? What is a change? What is priority? What is change frequency? What does that crap even mean? Like, thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. Very much appreciated. Can you add few more useful fields to the sitemap? Oh my god. Man on Mars, it's been so long. Yeah, I changed this very, very long ago. Yes. I see. I see. Yeah, this is actually what I want. This is what I actually want, right? So yeah, so this field I think we should potentially have, right? Which is indeed article updated at, right? And then here should be, I think, user dot updated at, right? So let's get this crap. Let's go. How is life, man, on Mars, man? It's been so long since I saw you last time. So let's imagine this is fine, right? Let's imagine this thing is cool and that's what we want, right? Article not found. Okay, of course, because this is, yeah, production name. I follow the Discord. All good. Nice, man. Nice. Say that now we have this file generated and yeah, whatever. Undefined user, what? Undefined what? Did we really have some undefineds? Yeah, there's literally a user, yeah. Because that's his username. His username is undefined, I think. Or maybe not. Ah, maybe it's something else, I think. Let's see. Let's go down here. Sorry. Not in this case, but we literally have a user that's called undefined. But yeah, it's because this should be username. This should be username, that's why. There's a user doesn't have a slug, users have a username. So now it should be cool, right? Whatsoever those links are actually wrong. We need to fix that. Article.slug, that's correct, yes. But we'll have to fix something else, so let's get over here. Yeah, that works, beautiful. Now this is not gonna work because again, it's gonna be localhost, then username, then article name, right? We will when we get to that point. We're still building this feature. We're not yet there. Okay, yeah, so basically one thing that we have to actually do is we need to also kind of do a join in here, right? Because we're gonna actually need an author. And when I actually, give me 2 seconds. So if we go to our database view, and then we go to articles. Thank you very much for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, so we'll need to do a join here, right? Let's say include, I guess. I think something like this, if I'm not mistaken. I don't actually remember. Let's see if this is gonna fail. Yeah, but I did use as keyword, did I not? Always forget about this crap. And how is it done? Ah, and I know actually, yeah. And I'm an idiot. I'm putting this in a completely wrong place. Beautiful. Okay, should be here. No. Jesus Christ. Come on. Okay. Okay, good. Let's take a look now. So now we should have the proper URLs to the articles. Yeah. Localhost 3000 Kirill. And article not found. What an actual fuck. Because, yeah, shit. We have to be very careful here. So you can see the edge cases I'm saying. We have to make sure that we're not obviously querying drafts, right? So is draft false, right? That would be no. And actually, no. So this is for the articles, but for the users also, we want to make sure that we don't generate a sitemap for users, for example, that didn't complete their profile, right? So we have to say is profile complete true, right? Yeah, now suddenly this list, I guess, should get a bit smaller. Yeah, and now things work. Okay, good. Mint. No, fuck, it's not actually good. What? Wait, let me go to a database. Wait. Is draft true? Yeah, so what the hell? Yeah, so is draft true? So what? Did we not update that? Wait. Maybe yeah, we're just missing maybe a where clause here, right? And then same shit here, right? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, actually, I think now it's working. Yeah, I think now it's fine. Yeah, now it's fine. Yeah. Completable dev. Good evening, buddy. How is life? It's been a long time since I saw you. So that's actually good. So that's kind of fine. Generate sitemap, la la la. Yeah, that's a bit strange. So how can we actually... Isn't it on the end, right? Or was it finished? I don't actually remember the API, but I would expect that we can actually get the stuff in here, right? Yeah, that's kind of shitty, right? Isn't it? Yeah, I know exactly. That's what I'm trying to solve, right? Okay, but doesn't actually matter, right? It does matter. It would be simpler now to debug this shit, right? Actually, you know what? Okay, give me a moment. Stream to promise already returns a promise. You can do it then on this const data. Ah, I see. Okay. We can try that, yes. So you're saying that this thing, all right, okay. And we're using async and await, so I don't. Yeah, let's see what this guy says. This doesn't make any sense. But yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. What the fuck did this guy say? Are you serious, man? Sitemap. Ah, sitemap on finish. Exactly, right? So this is kind of what we sitemap stream end. Is that what we actually have there as well? Yeah. Why did it get rid of? Do we actually not need stream to promise? Because those guys maybe return the data, right, itself. But then what am I supposed to return? What is the sitemap XML? That makes no sense, right? Actually, don't get this. Wait a minute, let's read it. So it's just such a stupid solution. Yeah, and I guess I see. Give me a moment. Let me try one thing. No, it's not too clever. No, I disagree, and I'll tell you why. It's not really quite. It's this code is convoluted a bit. It's not easy to reason about anymore, right? And that's kind of why I dislike it, right? Let's actually see what this data would be if we could know. Fuck's sake, man, come on. Data is undefined. Ah, I see. No, but there's no, why would I need this, Sullivan? Why would I need this, right? I'm awaiting on this anyway, right? So this data is this result, right? So I don't think that you're doing anything that I haven't done, right? That's I'm not sure why. Exactly, yeah. I mean, the then is there's just different asynchronous API, right? There's no difference between this line and this line, right? It's the same thing, right? So this and this is exactly the same, right? So I don't think that solves it, no. I don't think that's the issue at all, right? This and what you pasted does the same thing, right? The issue is something else. It's a concurrent, it's basically race condition issue, right? We need to wait until that stream actually ends, and once the basically we in human words, we need to wait until writing of that file is done, right? Until that stream ends, right? So we need to basically do this, right? Keep in mind, this is not a standard stream API. This is the abstraction library that there is. So maybe they have actually, maybe they have wrapped this. Maybe they're just emitting a different event from the event emitter, right? We don't know that, right? And now we're getting shit. Yeah, data is undefined, yeah. Just like supposed to. Sure. Sure, man. Data to string, okay. No, yeah. I'm the one who sent him that lib. Exactly, but I don't think the lib is faulty. I think it's just, let's see here. Let's do some stuff, right? Let's do some stuff here. Right? Wait a second, right? Well, we have now. Oh, what? No. But that's not gonna do anything, right? Good evening, lag. No, I don't think it's the end thing. It doesn't seem so, at least. We can see. So let's see. Actually, I think we're onto something for sure. Let's wait. So you said initially that it's finished. So who the hell knows, right? And then return data. Let's print the error in case error happens here. Reply. Yeah, so we actually never get to this point, right? I also wanted to do that. I also wanted to try that, but I don't think that makes sense. No, now basically we're not gonna get anything. We are getting a pending promise now, right? Yeah, let's actually read that. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Let's actually first and foremost, like, yeah, I don't know why the fuck. Yeah, let's just get it over here, right? Installation. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Exactly. Real men don't read manuals. 100%. 100%. It's like, who the hell would read? Who the hell would read, you know, documentation, man? Look at this. Are you fucking kidding me, man? We could have taken... Yeah, man, but then I wouldn't be a JavaScript developer, would I? Would I, right? I mean, come on. Right? Widescreen, exactly. You know, I mean, in JavaScript world, we have, you know, we installed everything for, like, we don't think, we just install, right? We're not really problem solvers. We're more of a package installers, right? So when you see a JavaScript developer, you can just think about a guy who just installs a package for everything. Exactly. But I think we could have solved this. We're gonna solve this now in a second. I think that's the most hilarious part. Anyway, let's solve this. Just a massive waste of fucking time, man. I'm gonna buy you a bunch of beers. We don't have to bet for that, right? For that, we don't ever have to bet. Jesus, man, we literally had everything we needed here. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Beautiful. Exactly. There we fucking go, man. There you fucking go. Next time, read the docs. All right, man. All right, bro. Just read the fucking docs, man. Not that hard. Not that hard at all, actually. Never, never. Reading documentation is for noobs. Who read the docs? What fools. And then Panosa is like, oh, ha. He's like, why didn't you do it manually? I'm like, dude, do it manually when you can install a random package that a viewer on a Twitch stream have sent to you. Psst. So naive, so naive. We do that a lot. We do that a lot, Bushman. We do that a lot when needed, right? We also wrote some packages as well. Oh, look at them complaining about ChatGPT. Oh, you know, Alex, my name is Leo, and one time ChatGPT gave me a wrong response. I hate it. Exactly, exactly. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, Alex. Look at them bitching about ChatGPT, assholes. Oh, Alex. This one time I asked ChatGPT something and it didn't give me exactly the answer that I wanted. How dares it do it? All right, good. All right. Alex, if you had a TypeScript, this issue would not exist. Everybody knows that. All right, cool. So this now works, right? This crap works. Now, obviously, right? You cannot have. I mean, if I did both, then what would people, like, what would people ask me about, right? Come on, man. Like, if I had TypeScript, then what would people bitch about in this stream? This stream would be even more boring than it already is. Like, you know, when somebody tells me, you know, oh, why are you not using TypeScripts? And I'm like, because it sucks. I just say it for the fun of it, right? Great discussions, right? Exactly. Yeah, okay. Zay, good evening, buddy. Good evening. So this is literally what we needed. This piece of crap is what we needed, actually. Right? Okay. The thing is, Jace, no offense, right? The only person who can ever suggest Rust for anything, which is all the developers, because nobody yet on the planet probably wrote anything in Rust properly yet, are people who never wrote anything in Rust. But some of you should go and build an API in Rust, add authentication and stuff, and then come back to me and tell me again. I know, Jace. Okay, actually, so let me just do one thing. What is this create gzip crap? Zlib. Do I actually have this, really? Oh, wow, okay. We're using Go at work, yes. Go is probably my favorite language. Go, I really love Go. It gets very repetitive, but it's the same with other shit as well, right? But I love Go a lot, yes. I read Go a lot. It is, yes. It's made by the developers who worked at Google. I don't actually know if they still work at Google, but yeah. Fuck my life, okay. Oh my god, that's so horrible. Well, are you kidding me, bro? What the fuck? And why would you do that? What? Oh wow, okay. So really? What? Sitemap? Which sitemap, bro? Oh, never mind. Yeah, absolutely, man. What exactly do you need, Zay? What exactly do you need? But what do you mean you need to replace the whole system? Which system? Or what? Well, can you be more specific? Leo, you too, my friend. Thank you very much for being here, man. Thanks a lot. I mean, okay. Fuck this shit, man. I think at this point, basically, yeah. Yeah. At this point here, we can just store this in a file, right? Because right now we're actually doing this. Yeah, I'm actually bored with this, the living hell, I must admit. Write this into a file instead. I'm just bored with this. Let's just yeah. Yeah, but that's, oh my god. I'm just a bit too lazy now with this crap. We create a stream. Yeah, I mean, this crap is gonna work, right? It's just, yeah, that's what we kind of previously did, isn't it? Yeah, all right. Sitemap has been generated, right? And that's okay. That's it. That's what we need. Let's just make sure that it's fine as it was before, and let's move on. Yeah. All right, cool. So, all right. So So give me 1 second. My wife is writing to me. Give me 1 moment. All right. Bard is good, yes, but it's not better. It's not better than ChatGPT, in my opinion. Okay, so we have this thing now, right? Agreed with Bushman. That was my experience as well. So we've generated this file now, right? So what do we do now? So, because right now this is, in my opinion, right, a bit useless, because I don't think that my API is going to be delivering this file. So how could we, okay, let me actually ask ChatGPT that just as a research, right? Now when I have a file generated, I'd actually want it somehow to be served by my Cloudflare pages. Is there a way to route to this file? Sorry. Yes, this is what we need. Yes, yes. Exactly, exactly. This is what we want. Great, beautiful. This is what we want, right? Exactly. So this is kind of what I want, right? So I want to route this somehow, right? I mean, we used the worker last night in the stream as well, right? So it's I'm currently using nodejs for my project. Really, my first time with TypeScript, and I find it really annoying at times. Is Go is nicer. Yes, it's more simpler, right? But now this is actually, so let's go back. So public sitemap. So let's go to our setup decorators, setup plugins. And then if we scroll a bit down, so if we go to API programming, localhost 3008 /public/sitemap.xml. Okay, so we get it here, right? So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna prefix this with static, and then this thing should be now available at /static/ this. Yeah, good, right? Jace, thank you very much for being here. Sounds good. No, I will not, Sullivan. I will not. Don't worry. It's very hard for me to do the environmental variables inside of a stream because I have to open some files in several projects, right? Which is why I kind of just generally do it. Thank you very much, Jace. I hope to see you again tomorrow. But actually, let's, yeah. So that's good, right? So next thing we will need to do, like we saw, we're going to have to create a worker that routes to this thing, right? Got it. Sounds good. Sounds good, JC. Sounds good. So, okay, so let's go to Cloudflare quickly. Let's go over here. let's call this route to sitemap XML. We're gonna actually deploy this crap, right? And then we're gonna edit it, the code. And then we're gonna I wonder actually if this is still valid code. I guess it's I suppose it is. And then this is going to be static sitemap XML. So if URL path name is sitemap XML, then get this from our API. Something like this, right? If we trust the code that we got so we're gonna save this and deploy, right? And let's actually go to back here, sitemap router, overview, and then we go into our front end, right? And we go to no, actually, let's go back here. So let's actually go in here and no, I don't actually want to manage the application. What do I want to do? I want to make sure that we use this thing now. Triggers, settings. Well, how did we do it last night? I don't actually remember. Quick edit, no. Where was it? Workers. Anyone remembers custom domains routes? Yeah, view. And actually, this is amazing. We're going to use this bound services queries. No. No, it's enabled, but it doesn't work like that. You need to then add it to the specific route, right? So I don't think it's the worker itself is enabled, but we need to okay, let's try to go and say, so let's hit this. Yeah, because yeah, so that's another problem that we'll need to solve. Shit. That's another problem that we'll need to solve, right? No, I don't think that we enabled it yet. Where do we now? I don't think it's enabled yet. No. I mean, the worker is enabled, but it's not used anywhere, I think. Wait, we need to route things through it, right? So yeah, here, HTTP routes. Exactly, right? I think we can literally do this, just narrow it down to this. So when this is hit, route through that thing, right? I think. So if we go basically now to this guy here, so we go to try to hit this. There we go, right? So you can see actually it does work. So that's good. So it does work right now. Yeah. Now, if we could enable cache somehow on this, that would be nice, right? And then I think we don't have to do any crazy stuff. So if we could enable cache, but yeah, we can see that it works, right? So now if we would actually go ahead and deploy this in, which is not ideal, right? Because we need to make sure this is generated only once. I mean, we can temporarily do this by me just do, let me actually check one thing. Yeah. Okay, let's ask another question. Could Cloudflare somehow cache this file now and only hit the API when the cache time expires? Let's see. Well, I mean, I know that I can cache it, but clearly we all know that. It's just how do we do this in Cloudflare, right? I know that we can do it. It's a matter of figuring out the best way, right? Okay. So you see what I'm talking about, right? To cache XML files or any other file, you'll need to create a page rule that sets the cache level to cache everything, right? Right, so that's something that I didn't know, right? So I think we need to go to, let's actually go to page rules, right? And let's see if we even can do this with a free account, right? And do we have, you have 2 page rules left, okay. Cache everything, right? I guess this, right? Cache level, I presume, right? Cache level, yeah, exactly. I don't know why asterisk, it doesn't make any sense. It was just over here. I hope that we don't need this, but there always seems, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. All right, so that's good. API programmed for static sitemap XML, great. And then we go back here, right? And we do this, right? Yeah, I actually like this. Beautiful, perfect. This is literally great. I like this a lot, yeah. Okay, just make sure that this still works. There you go, the expert here, the true expert. Parkour Peter, good evening, buddy. All right, beautiful. That's great. Let's ask the chat GPT, right? This is what ChatGPT says, right? Cyril, thank you very much, my friend. Much love to you. Will the new sitemap be generated if the URL differs? If the URLs are different, for example, due to different query parameters, then each URL will be treated as a separate resource. A new sitemap will be generated. Yeah. Exactly. So actually, it seems quite opposite of what... As far as if this is true, it seems quite opposite of what Penosa said. I don't actually think that we need this at all. We literally want to match only this, right? At least if this guy is correct. So who do I trust now? Penosa or the bot or the robot, right? And why is it now? Why is it failing to save? Yeah, we'll need to test it. We'll need to test it. Yeah, exactly. 100%. All right, so that's great. So we have that crap, right? Panosa GPT. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I actually trust Panosa more than I trust the bot, I must admit. Yeah. But we can't ensure, actually, yeah. I don't think that right now, I mean, yeah. The thing is, but I think Panosa is right? If we deploy this now, right, clearly people can clear the cache, right, and then call this again, right? So just because we cache this, it doesn't mean that it's not DDoSable in a sense, right? Right, because basically let's see, I don't actually know exactly. Let's see. Okay, the thing is, right, the thing is, think about it this way, right? If you go to programmer network / sitemap, right? If you do this, right, then indeed Cloudflare is going to cache it, right? But if you go API, programmer network, static, or in my case, localhost 3008, static Now, sitemap, right? Did we ensure that this, when you hit this, that this is actually cached, right? Because I don't think so, right? There are packages for that, exactly. Okay, okay, fair enough. Let's see. So for now, and I'm gonna do this right after the stream, I have to update several projects, so I'm just gonna hard code this now to Programmer Network, because I can't go through the hustle of doing all of the other shit. Let's push this and try, give it a shot. I know why I will do this. Let's push it up and see what it does. What did I want to do? Let's go to GitHub. Did anyone follow me on GitHub this stream? If not, you must do it. I need 1 person to 200. Come on. 1 person to 200. Okay. So let's go to the API. Let's go to actions. It's a scam. So this is also how they cache it on the application side, right? So we should probably do that as well, right? 200. Okay, there you go. In your face, Panosa. In your face, dude. In your face, man. Look at this number, Panosa. Only for you, bro. Look at this number. So yeah, so it seems that we should have cached it here as well. This sucks really ass big time, right? So this is actually, yeah, I think we have to cache it, but I think it's fun actually. Actually, I have to thank you all guys for making this fun for me, really. I mean, I know that you guys are watching me code, but actually those streams are like seriously, I keep coming because you guys keep coming as well, so thank you for that. No, the thing is, it's just very imperative for me, right? I'm not a huge fan of, obviously, I hope, of imperative code, right? I'm not saying that it's uncommon, it's not, I agree. It's just the way that they write it, they have this global sitemap variable, right? It's more of a syntax type of thing. You would always store it somewhere globally in memory, right? But maybe we can do something like this as well, right? We'll see how to do that in the fast. Okay, let's see. So now if I go if I go here, Okay, so that's strange. Actually, did we break production? I hope we didn't break production. First and foremost, let's see. Actually, yeah, I don't know why are people so undefined is a fine username, right? It's okay. Well, the thing is, right? I would definitely. It doesn't matter, right? I would definitely. That's why I have Redis. I have Redis for the exactly same reason that you just pointed out, right? If I was writing Go, then sharing that variable would be easier, right? But 100%, yes, definitely. Let's go to workers, right? And let's go to this guy. Sitemap. Is it this one? No. So let's go to, where do I go actually? It's so strange, like with those naming conventions, they have worker routes. It's such a strange UI. That's what I wanted, Panosa, at the start of the stream, right? But we haven't just gotten to that because I don't know how to do that exactly yet, right? Where the hell is workers, man? Like, manage workers, yeah, okay. So if we go here, requests 26, right? So actually, yeah, that's a bit strange. Let's see. Okay, static sitemap XML not found. That's actually super awkward. So why are we getting that? I know why we're getting that. I know why we're getting that, right? Yeah, now, yeah. So now it should serve, and it does, right? Now let's see if we go to the actual worker, right? If I go to, if we go and say, hey, let's go to the logs, begin a log stream, right? This worker now should be routing that file properly, right? And as you can see, it does, right? So there we go. So now if we go Google submit sitemap or some shit like that, right? How do we do that? It's been so long since I've done this. So long. Exactly, it's not good. Agreed, 100%. And that's what I was trying to say. Yes, that's correct. Yes. Fuck's sake, man. Like, why don't you want to switch to a different account? Like, seriously, dude, like, how stupid can this shit be is beyond me, man. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I will actually, and that's what I wanted to do. Cloudflare pages. Actually, I think I have. We don't we have like robots in the front and robots. Yeah, we do. Macman, thank you very much, buddy. Is this fine? Something like this, right? Is this okay, Panosa? Yeah, it does. Beautiful. Awesome. Beautiful. Let's just go back here. And what did I want to do? Page experience, sitemaps. Yeah. I just want to have this so we can monitor stuff, at least for the first couple of weeks. So we can just, so success, discovered pages 295 pages. That's actually very good. Which is mostly user pages, right? Those users that got registered. Programmer network. The fuck did I just do, bro? Bookmarks bar. Yeah, okay. That's actually not bad at all. See video, open sitemap. Yeah, that's good. Pages. God help the server now. We'll need to look at Grafana more once all of those bots start spamming our shit, right? Yeah, but I'll keep an eye on this. Okay, so we have a sitemap now and whatever, right? So we obviously have a huge problem now, right? And the problem is, like someone pointed out, was it Bushman or Sullivan or whatever? I'm not sure what do you mean you can inspect specific URL. Can you be more specific? Rudney, thank you very much. Oh, I see. In Search Console, I see. Give me a sec. You mean in Search Console? You mean here? Yeah, I don't think that I still see pages here or anything. Links. No, it's still processing. It's still processing stuff. If you're Abo, if you're referring to this, takes time. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now there are two things that I'm kind of worried about. So there are two things that I'm worried about. One thing that I'm worried about is the worker itself, because workers are free up until 200,000 requests, right? So it seems to me that yes, we can start like this, but I agree with Penosa, and that's what I wanted to do. That was my intention when I came to this session today, to this stream, is that we generate a file, we store it as part of the client side Cloudflare. I think it's per month. I don't know, actually. I think it's per month. I don't think it's, well, I don't actually know. I think it's per month rather than, I'm not quite sure. But either way, look, either way it doesn't really matter, right? Because the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that just to be sure, just to be clear, just to make sure that we're on the same page. This is, I think, what would be, this is, in my opinion, this is how I see this feature done in the best way. So this is how I think I want this to work. Let me show you. So number one, this shouldn't even be an API. This should be just a cron job, just a script somewhere in my infrastructure that queries some shit, loops through, creates an XML file. Two, deploys this file using GitHub Actions or whatever to Cloudflare pages, to my front end, and that's it. And then at my front end, I would just have a file called /, sitemap XML, right? So this is with this solution, there's no web worker, API, and shit like that. This is just create some cron job, right? So this is ideal solution for me. because we don't really introduce those side effects and those other things, you know, like web workers and all of that shit, right? Because now we have an endpoint, right, to call this, and it's kind of useless, right? Because we could just have this sitemap XML as part of the client project, right? And that's it, right? It is not. Well, it doesn't really matter, right? So Bushman, look, what I would do, right? Just like, so this is my, let me show you, right? So this is my CI, this is my continuous integration. This is my continuous integration file. Where is it? This is, for example, my continuous integration. This is my GitHub Actions file, right? So what I would do, what I would literally do in my infrastructure, I would generate some file, I would store it somewhere, whatever, or literally just push it to the repo itself, right? And then, you know, run again the front-end job, and then the file would be there. So it doesn't have to be complicated, right? I could literally make a file, commit it to the repo, and build the Cloudflare Pages project again, and sitemap would always be there, right? So that's super simple, right? So I think that would be ideal solution, right? Then we don't have APIs and web workers and stuff like that, right? It could, right? Exactly. Well, that's what we're doing now already. That's how my API is deployed, Panosa, right? Like if we take a look at my, if we take a look at the Programmer Network API, it's using GitHub Actions, which is also free, right? So everything we're using nearly is free, right? So if we go into Actions here, this is also just this is how I deploy whenever I push, right? That, I don't know. That part, no, I don't actually, but yeah, we could do that as well, right? The thing is, all of this traffic, including API, is routed through Cloudflare. So I wonder actually, I just want to see the actual headers in this thing, right? Wait, give me a second. Yeah, fucking useless, man. Take a look also at Google PageSpeed. What exactly do you want me to? Well, no, it's just my logs kind of suck ass here, man, because I'm not sure, like, that's something I really need to sit in the upcoming days and make this more, or Sullivan can do it, because I don't know why my logs are so, let me just see here. It's so fucking useless, man. It's unreal. I mean, the data that I'm seeing about the logs, it's completely, there's not even a host name in there. Like, what is this crap, man? Are you kidding me, bro? Like, seriously, man, like, Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake, man. How hard can this be? Abo, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what you mean. I've been using page speed for almost 20 years. I mean, it's just, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Put what to page speed? Are you talking about sitemaps now or something else? Wait, give me a second. Ah, okay. I think he's talking about performance in general. Yeah. We've been doing that a few times, and we will, of course. It's just we're not there yet. Jesus Christ, man. Let's go into the builder. Shit. Wait, I really need to. I really want to. Yeah, because host. Why is it? Why is this a host name, man? Like, seriously, what is this? Is this like encoded or something? Why is this a host name? So strange, man. I don't get it. Like, why is this so useless? No, I mean, the thing is, we are like, wait a minute. Logger level info. Request method URL remote address. So this is what we this is here we see the sitemap now for whatever reason. Yeah, 302. So I have a feeling that we are actually hitting this crap, but I'm not quite sure. Thank you very much for the follow. I highly appreciate it. Or maybe not. Yeah, I don't actually see it. Yeah, so not very useful right now, right? All right, let's go back to this guy. I'd like to cache this sitemap. You know what? Actually, you know what we're actually gonna do? I mean, I don't even need to ask this guy anything, right? Let me get back to you on that, Penosa, in a minute. So what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna let's actually cache this. Let's actually cache this. So actually, I'm gonna give it this. Yeah. Let's cache this. We have, you know, Redis running. Add cache Redis to this. That's gonna last for 1 day. Because Where's my Redis client? How am I using it now? I don't actually remember. App.redis, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Yeah. We have Redis and it's almost not used in certain areas, and yeah, super easy. Let me not, yeah, come on. Great. Redis. Give me a moment. What the fuck is this? Okay. Let me just review this. I'm just trying to automate it so I don't have to write manually. No, so that's not Redis. It's like app.redis. Where's my client? Where did I? Yeah, app.redis. Require, which require, bro? Oh, no, no. Give me a moment to set up plugins. Is this where we're registering Redis? Yeah, and what am I using? Is caching of a sitemap a good idea? I think so, unless you have some hints to share. What's your concern? Okay, good. No, I'm doing everything fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sitemap. Yeah. Good. That's actually great. Okay. And what are we actually using here? We're using read file sync. That kind of sucks, but let's try it. It doesn't really matter. Let's just test this guy. Okay, good. Let's see if this is failing. It's not. Let's go to get sitemap here again. Sitemap has been generated. Now, if we go into my Redis client over here, we should have a sitemap key if this worked. And it did. And here's the sitemap actually cached in Redis. So now technically, if we go back here, sitemap is cached, whatever, I don't care. So let's do this. Sitemap is cached, right? Great. Let's actually remove it from the cache. Let's get down here. Sitemap has been generated. And then was I in the app? Okay, try that again. Sitemap has been generated. Sitemap is cached. Sitemap is cached, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's always gonna be things that will go wrong, and that's fine, right? We cannot write We cannot cover every potential case, right? Okay, good. So let's push that immediately, right? That is performance optimization. Very interesting. I mean, I'm very much reading what you're saying. Don't please, like, it's very good points. Very good points. Just should I do it now or should I not? Okay, let's get back here. I actually like your idea. Skavko, good evening. Yeah, man, I appreciate you so much, man. Don't take me wrong, please. Like, I mean, thank you, man. I don't think that website is down, no. At least it wasn't down. Oh, well, it is down now, indeed. No, is it? I mean, we're pushing a lot of things, right, Skypecore, right? So you need to hard refresh sometimes. You probably get in a bad cache state, and there's probably something shitty with the cache that happens, right? But website is not down for sure. It's just yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not by no means saying there is a shitty state with some. Yeah, you probably should clear your cache for that site, right? I don't know when have you been there for last time, right? But it's a lot of things is changing and things are being pushed and stuff, right? So it's yeah. Ah, shit. Where's my cache? No, it's not request Redis. It's app.redis. It's cache, Winsworth. It's cache, and I don't know how to solve it yet. So I probably, by the time you come next time, I already pushed a new version. It's a super critical issue. I think we need to solve that very fast. 100%. I need to figure out, because it's something related to, it's an issue with the code splitting, basically. $100% it is. Like, I know, tomorrow we're gonna actually have to focus and solve that, because so many of you have reported that issue that I think we can't neglect that anymore. How we're gonna solve it is, yeah, that's gonna be a bit, we'll see, right? We'll see. App Redis set, yeah. So yeah, so basically add cache, add Redis, add sitemap to Redis cache. So basically, I think that error started happening once I've added code splitting, right, for the routes. Something gets messed up with them. What, I don't genuinely know, but it's definitely that, without a doubt, right? Exactly, Skyco, right? Yeah, exactly. React code splitting. Let's see. That's exactly the issue. Yeah. Let's try ChatGPT again. Since I have introduced some code splitting and dynamic loading of some views in my React app, a lot of users are often getting an error. So this is going to be a very painful one because this is something related to the build tools and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what have app bundle issues. Yeah, probably it's number 3, right? Yeah, one cached JS chunk requests other JS chunk which hasn't been cached but ignored. Exactly, that sounds like an issue. Yes, exactly. So how do we solve that though, right? Like how do you solve it? Yeah, but how do you solve it, right? That's the question. Exactly. Exactly, right? How do we solve it, right? It's a very painful one, right? It's a very painful one, right? Because some of those things are still cached in the user's browser, right? And we need to, so when the user comes next time, that all of that has to kind of be invalidated, right? Let's actually literally copy what Bushman said, right? That's what I'm saying. You exactly, yes. That's what I'm saying. The problem is, right, is that when users load the site next time, they're trying to load it with the files that no longer exist, right? When building your app, you can add a unique hash to each file name. This way, even if you deploy a new version of your app, the old chunks will still be available under their old names. This is typically handled by your build tool, for example, Webpack. When dynamically importing a chunk, you can add error handling to reload the page if the chunk fails to load. This isn't the best user experience, but it ensures that the user will load the new version of your app if the old chunks are no longer available. What do you guys think about this crap? Interesting. What do you guys think about this? This sounds relatively reasonable, right? I mean, but this is yeah. Give me 2 seconds. PWA has been disabled long ago, Kirill. I have disabled that quite a long ago. Skavko, please, yes. Yes, please do so. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so this is deployed. Fuck, I broke this. How the fuck did I break the sitemap, man? Are you kidding me, bro? How did we manage to do that? Oh, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. All good. Is it good, though? What the fuck? Ah, I see. All right, cool. I'm reading something about import maps. Yeah, I don't. Let me actually go to Discord as well. Skavko has sent something. Guess he sent it privately. Okay, interesting. Let's see what Skavko is saying. So when the website loads correctly, the script file has an attribute set to type hash module. But when it doesn't work, it's only type module. Correctly loaded script type dash module cross origin source asset script. Incorrectly script loaded type module cross origin. Yeah, so it seems some sort of hash is missing or whatever. Let's literally paste this crap in here. A value of this is not a valid meme type. Is it actually reading this shit properly? It even... Yeah, I mean, that's super strange. I mean, yeah. So it has to be something Vita does or whatever, isn't it? Jenny, that's very nice, actually. Chica, man, thank you very much, buddy, for being here. Jesus Christ, man, I really wish we can solve this. Same, man, same. Let's just spend 1 minute and then fuck it. It's just you guys triggered me because, like, more and more people are having the same issue, right? No, this issue happened to me many times as well, especially when I deploy, right? All right, let's leave that for now, right? I'm just reading what you guys are writing. Jenny, I think so. I think that's more than good enough, yes. Venosa's idea is that it works after deleting that cache, yeah. Cache storage. So it seems it's a type of cache where I literally have to go application cache storage and delete everything in there. It works after deleting that cache. I mean, obviously the easiest solution it would be that I just, so let's take a look at that, right? Let's take a look at one thing. So this is the Cloudflare cache, right? Yeah, but I don't think there's that fine-grained control here what I can cache, right? Unless there's some rules, right? Like here, maybe we can say don't cache if it's HTML. Yeah, I mean, the solution is certainly to remove the dynamic loading, right? Or to say code splitting, right? Let me just automate this so I don't manually spend 20 minutes writing this shit. And then let's try that. I think until for now, I think this is gonna suck. The file is gonna be pretty huge. But I think, yeah. Exactly, huge but cached. I agree with that, right? Does the shit still work? It should. Nothing should change, really. Because, yeah, this is it's far better when the site works. Even if it's slower for the first initial load than if it doesn't work, like clearly, right? So I think the issue started when I introduced this, right? I'm almost certain. So yep, exactly. So I'm gonna wait basically for this to deploy now, and I'm gonna purge all cache, right? So I'm gonna purge all cache, and then hopefully those issues should disappear. Yeah. Okay, we'll see about this, I guess, tomorrow. All right, we're not going to be adding that for sure. Let's take a look. Building, building, building. Let's in the meanwhile go back here. Let's just purge all the cache. Websites, programmer network. Let's go to caching. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Configuration, purge everything, purge. Okay, great. This should be now almost deployed, I assume. Let's take a look. Right, deploying, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's actually So now I'm getting basically what you got there, and this is because of the cache, right? So if I refresh this now, it should be kind of back. So yeah, man, for sure. I mean, we would benefit from so many things if there's just enough of workforce to do it all, right? You know, I do this in the evening after work and stuff, right? All of this stuff. So, but agreed, 100%. 100%. Okay, so I think some people might experience this maybe once again, those who have the old cache in there, but I think for the most part, hopefully it's gonna be gone. I don't think this should be happening again. So that's deployed, and let's actually take a look just at workers, right? So I'll need to monitor this fella, right? So let's see how much bots and stuff are gonna be spamming this, right? Because if this actually gets spammed too much by bots, then we'll need to kind of do the other solution, which is just build a file, push it as part of the static files here. Let's actually see, are we gonna get any logs for the sitemap within the next 30 seconds? I don't think so yet, because can I ask why my profile description is someone's email address? What's your username? I don't actually know. There's a high probability that Sullivan has played with some of the stuff when we were doing security related things. Because username is not changeable. I mean, I can change it for you, but username is not going to be changeable. At least not for now. That's how most platforms work. And those that do allow you to change the username, you can do that every year or something like that, right? Something another bug. Can I get the link to this Hive.co? Can you send me the link to this? Just so I can click it. Developer not found. That's what I get. Yeah, I get that this user doesn't exist. Yeah, that's what I get. Maybe you're still into this ugly cache thing, right? Bubble IO, let me see. This one does seem to work. Ah, wait a minute. So I think it's case sensitive, right? So it's case sensitive basically, right? Yeah, this was me testing something, Skypecore, right? But it seems that yeah. Well, it does work for me. It works on my computer, right? Yeah, there is a bit of a. Now somebody asked me what I think about, you know, this. I don't. The thing is, right, like you have to be careful, right, who you ask those questions to, right? This product is clearly not made for people like me or people in the stream, right? But I would not call products like this useless. I think those products serve specific need and a specific target group. So this tool is clearly not made for us or for me, right? So this is probably good, right? It's good for many people, right? This is not for developers. So if those products were not good, then they would not be existing and they would not be selling like cookies, right? So this is good, just you have to find a persona for which it's good for, right? If HubSpot is using them, if VMware is using them, Zendesk, those are huge companies, right? Those are multi-billion dollar companies, then this tool is not shit, right? So let's not be childish, right? It's just, sure, we maybe are not going to use it because we are programmers, we don't drag and drop stuff, but those tools are great for different persona, right? If I log is using GitHub, shouldn't the repo page be populated? I don't think it should be populated. I think that's a matter of a user if they want to share that data with others or not, right? So nothing in this platform is automatic in that sense. I cannot make those assumptions about you, right? I cannot assume that every developer would want to share their repositories, because if they wanted that, then they would do it, and nobody is doing it, right? So no. Should there be an option when you're signing up that asks you, should we pull your repositories? Probably, yes. With that, I would agree with you, right? No, I think it's a very good question, right? It's just like I'm always reluctant about making decisions on behalf of user, right? Because, you know, most of you who signed up, you didn't sync your GitHub repositories, right? So, right. But I think it's a great question. Dryker, my pleasure, man. I think, yeah. When it comes to those drag and drop tools for programming, they're very good for a specific person, right? And you will definitely not get a developer's attention with those tools, but you know, they're not meant for us, right? They're meant for other people, right? They're meant for very different type of people, right? Alex, have you disabled cache on Cloudflare? I have not. No, let's actually go there together. So if I go here, I did actually purge the cache. I did purge all the cache, yes. Well, I mean, I hope that your work-related stuff is private, right? Because we don't sync private repositories, only public ones, Chica, right? Healthy, good evening. Valentine bot, nice, nice. I sent the thing that fixed the issue. I don't think that issue is gonna be. Oh man, okay. So let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing, Skypeco, right? It seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? Just correct me if I'm wrong. Skypeco would. It seems to me that you didn't log into Programmer Network in like 3 months or something. Am I correct? Because what you see here, basically, we used to have a progressive web app built. So the cache that you have is literally 3 or 4 months old, or something like that. We had a progressive web app. You can see that here you had a PVA or some service worker attached, right? So this is no longer a thing for a very, very long time, right? And the reason why I actually disabled it is the same reason what you're showing me on your we just couldn't find an easy way to reload a PVA cache, right? Progressive web app was super cool and it was very nice, but dealing with deployments was pretty painful, right? So I just completely disabled it, right? Which kind of sucks, I wish that I didn't, but I just couldn't find a quick way to get around, because you can see I'm streaming every evening, we're constantly doing continuous deployment and integration and deployment, right? So I'm not going to be doing like 6-month releases or anything like that. And this sort of stuff was very unfriendly, because progressive web app was just getting very hard cached, and it was pretty difficult to fix, right? You can do progressive web without the fetching of static files and it still works. Yeah, I don't know. I think once we get back to it again, Panosa, you'll hopefully be in the stream and then you can help out. We just did a normal Vita PVA configuration that's on their official documentation, right? So we didn't do anything fancy. We just set it up, right? I would appreciate that a lot, man, because I do want us to have a progressive web app, definitely. Definitely. Just gonna pay attention to this once more. No, okay. Okay, great. Let me just TypeScript is the best thing. Fucking trolls, man. What do I get? I stream here every evening. I sweat like a pig, and then I have a bunch of those trolls. Look at them. Yeah, very true, Panosa, very true. Because there's no point, at least right now, yeah. Wait, you have URL inspection about pages in Search Console. Let's actually take a look at that, because Abo has been saying this several times right now. I don't want him to think that I'm ignoring him or something. It's just I don't think that I'm not sure what do you mean, Abo, because our pages are not indexed yet. URL inspection. Ah, I see. Over here, okay. Inspect any URL, but what should I inspect? Like, what am I supposed, like literally take some URL and try to inspect it? Like, I don't know. Let's go to this article, right? And do this. Is this what you're saying? Nice. Okay, I see what you're saying. View crawled page. I guess if I click here, it's gonna do this. Only 264 times. Only. Assholes. Just keep shitting on me. I see. Okay, no, I'm not by no means too worried about this, because again, there's really no meaningful content in Programmer Network right now anyway, except your ugly profile images and stuff, right? So Beautiful one. Yeah, it's like I have an empty mind right now. I've been looking at this Alex guy for hours now. I'm just sick of him. So I have nothing good to say. What if I say something like this? How do you respond to this reply? Think about it. What do you say to these guys? Or what if I say, all right, I mean, you get what I mean, right? Think about it, right? Go tell me what you think. You can tell me about it in a comment section. How the fuck do I even get to there? Yeah, if you guys have anything to add to this very complicated conversation, please do so. It's gonna be great. Let me actually edit this comment. I can't edit it from here anyway. Did you reply? Ha, dude, so naive. I like it. We should actually start. We should just have a stream like that one day. Yeah, you have to click on an icon, I think. Oh my god, Alex. Oh, if I click on a number, it doesn't work. But if I click on an icon, it works. Oh, I'm so stressed out now. I just have to do it. I just have to do it. Oh, Alex. Exactly. That would be amazing, Kirill. That would be badass. Beautiful. Yeah, remove comments. Remove comments. Sometimes the best code that I write is the one that I remove. That's the reality of it. That's how it is. Cool. All right, beautiful. Same. Very insightful. Very insightful. All right. Oh my god, I'm actually tired. Let's close that, all of that shit again. Spagherio, so that's good. We have a sitemap now. Probably. Let me just see this green thing again. I'm so proud. Beautiful. Nice, okay. Well, guys, you know what it is to say now. I think it's time we round up. I need to actually do 20 minutes of some consulting project. Thank you very much, Kirill. I hope finally, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I need to do maybe 20-30 minutes of some consulting project now, just maintenance of something, the guy that I yeah, whatever the fuck the details, doesn't matter. So I need to just sit and finish that, unfortunately, and I don't feel like doing that at all, you know. Yeah, exactly. It's this Russian guy. He has like a huge ship that he's renting and stuff, and I built a website for him long ago. See a PHP version on I will just rewrite everything in PHP just for you, Panosa. Anyway, guys, Sullivan, Panosa, Bushman. Sullivan, I'm gonna actually add you right now. One thing done in 1,000 features coming. Literally how it is. Literally how it is. Yeah. Fuck you and your Rust, man, okay? Never. Cool, guys. Well, thank you very much for being here as always, and let's meet each other tomorrow again. Yeah. Keep slugs case sensitive. I will, 100%, 100%. I might actually do that now when I stop. Let's see. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much again. It was super fun. I hope it was at least half fun as it was for me. And I will see you guys tomorrow again. Peace out. Thank you for everything. Sleep well. Peace out, folks. See you tomorrow. Cheers. See you, Panosa. See you tomorrow.